Hello my dear viewers, hope you all are doing well. I'm doing great too and glad to be in my garden. And got the hose getting ready to give my plants a good range of water. It's getting warmer already here. One thing you all will probably agree with me is that planting a seed or a plant takes just a few moments, but watering the plants regularly and consistently is a big job. Actually, it's a quite big job, and it takes a big part of our gardening time. So I thought to make it a little easier for me, and I'm thinking to build a drip irrigation system for my garden bed. So the system is gonna do the watering work for me, and I will find more time to smell the flowers, praising their colors, or just spend more time cooking fresh picked vegetable from my garden, or maybe just I'll make a cup of tea and sit in my garden and relax. Today I'm gonna share how easily we can build a drip irrigation system for our garden bed. It's actually totally worth the effort and cost. It's just one-time cost, I would say, and why it's much better than just watering using a hose or using a watering can is that it's gonna be targeted to each plant's root area rather than just spreading around it. So it's gonna save water and in the same way cost as well. Everything we'll need for the drip irrigation system are here. So to start with, for an example, I put a faucet here, which will be practically any water outlet on the outside wall of your house or any other outdoor water outlet. From there, we're gonna use a backflow preventer so that no dirt or anything flows back into the main water system. And then next thing is a pressure reducer. Because it's a smaller tubing irrigation system, we don't need the whole pressure of the water system, so it's gonna reduce down 45 psi to 25 psi. Next thing is the hose to run the water line from the faucet to the garden bed. We will need a connector from this 5/8 inch hose end to the 1/4 inch drip irrigation system tubing. So we will need this connector that's gonna go from 5/8 inch to this is the one that's gonna join the 1/4 inch tubing. You will find all these connectors and all these pieces in Home Depot or Lowe's. I got all this from Home Depot. So next thing is the drip tubing. It comes in 50 feet. This kind comes in 50 feet and it's 1/4 inch diameter, has holes or emitter every 6 inches apart. So we are going to spread this tubing in our garden bed around all the plants we want to irrigate. Especially we will need this kind of plugs to close the far end of the tubing so that water doesn't flow from here. And to secure the tubing, this 1/4 inch tubing in ground, we will need some staples. So Practically, these are all the things we will need to build our irrigation system. It's actually very simple. If you want to be more fancy, you can even add a meter in the system. So what it does is you can set the clock to automatically run the dripping system for a particular time during the day, or maybe you can set a schedule to run the system every other day or whatsoever. Also, you can set the duration of run. So overall, this way you don't even have to walk over to the faucet area, wherever it is around your yard, to turn on or off the drip irrigation system. So the configuration for adding a meter is gonna look like this. I'm going to build the dripping system for this garden bed. It's 20 feet by 10 feet. The water hose comes up to here, and I already did put all the connectors. Next thing is I'm gonna use this tubing and go all around the garden bed. I want to hydrate and secure the tubing with this staple. This is the first plant. I'm gonna put this tubing around, and as you can see, I put the plug at the very end of this tubing. So this is gonna be the far end of the tubing, and I ran it around this plant, and all around it. And similarly, I just put it around the plants I want to have the water system. So as you can see, it's running this way, and it's the end of the length, and I turned it around and kept running till the other end of this bed, as you can see. And in places I put the staple. So I have 4 rows of plants, main plants here around. So I just turned it around at the end of the bed and brought it back to the other end, going around the plants. So as you can see, it went over there, and this is the final run. This is actually the final run by the fence of the bed, and I tried to cover as many areas. Somewhere I circled it around, so some softer plants like this begonia can get more hydration, because it's gonna be very warm soon. Finally, this end is gonna go connect with the hose, and that will be it. I can turn the faucet on and keep the dripping system running for as long as I want to. So now let's take a look at the complete project. So this is my outdoor faucet, and I'm gonna run the system from here. So with this faucet first thing I connected is the backflow preventer, and then the pressure reducer, and from there the water meter and the hose which takes the line down to the garden bed. So let's go take a look at the other end. So the other end of the hose is here at the beginning of this garden bed, and I connected the hose using a connector to the 1/4 inch dripping tube. So this is the start of the bed, and I winded it all around by the roots of the plants so that it drips just targetedly by the roots. No more manual work watering the plants with the hose or using a water can. This system is gonna do all the work for me, and I'm just gonna relax having a cup of green tea and enjoy my time around my flower bed. After I planned out the dripping system on a piece of paper and brought all the things I will need from stores, it only took me half an hour to assemble everything together, and then another half an hour to put the drip tubing around the flower bed. So it's very simple and easy to do. I hope this information is useful for you. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel if you have not done that yet, and please like, comment and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.